Silver bells. Smash the like. Let us know. Smash the like. Jingle bell, jingle, smash the like. You guys getting hyped out there? You excited? You ready to go? Joseph in the house. How you doing, brother? Do we kick it off early? Do we chill for a few minutes? I'm feeling like a chill stream today. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Smash the like. And jingle bell, jingle bell. Hello, everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas, aka Diamond Nuts, here to say what is up. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Like I said, I don't know. I'm feeling like a chill stream. I almost didn't even want to look at crypto. How's the camera looking? Looks like the camera could use a little adjustment. Yeah, man, I'm not even. Let's talk about what football games are tomorrow. I know a lot of you that come around are not from the U.S. or Canada. You probably do. You even celebrate Thanksgiving at all tomorrow? I know it's kind of this weird holiday in the United States. Yeah, actually, so that turned out. Thanks for asking, Kurt. How you doing, brother? Yeah, that turned out. Kurt's asking how my Cisco went yesterday. I do love Cisco, man. Switches and routers. Yeah, I'll work on those things all day long. We get to that call manager. I'm like, not so much. It actually went pretty chill. We were gonna do the thing that sucked about it is it was testing 911, and testing 911 is a pain in the ass. It's not like you can just dial 911, and the Cisco TAC actually dogged me, but they wanted to test a bunch of other sites, so I didn't even have to do much yesterday, and most of it's getting rescheduled. So when I'm on vacation, another engineer's got to deal with it. So that worked out pretty good. Actually, yesterday was a lot less stressful than I thought it was going to be. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day because I've already got some hours banked. It's a four banger for us in the States. We get tomorrow, Black Friday. I got as much food as I can. We're chilling today, boys. I don't even want to look at. I don't even want to look at. I mean, we're gonna look at crypto. I'd rather just hang out and see how you all are doing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm allowed to say that. I'm from the Midwest. Well, yes, you know how it is. This weekend, man, I do not, and it's gonna be crazy out there. I mean, I don't want to get political. I'm a mask and I vaccinate and I mask. I ain't taking no chances. But I'm gonna have to go on my Saturday morning Costco run. I'm not looking forward to that. I gotta go get my veggies. I gotta get a week's worth of veggies so that I can chop them up and put them in my salads during the week. Typically, I'll go to Walmart on like Friday or Saturday morning and get my little food run there too, man. This is that month, man. It sucks shopping, so I loaded up for at least a couple of weeks worth of the Walmart run, so I don't have to deal with that. But I almost still have to hit that Costco. Costco Saturday 9 a.m. for me, for whatever reason. That's the sweet spot when to go shopping there. Your best chance not to have crowds. Boy, not this time of year, man. Lines are it's gonna be a madhouse. It's gonna be a madhouse. It is that time of year, Northern Hemisphere. They're already talking about, I don't know, Amsterdam or I don't know, it's Austria somewhere is doing lockdowns. So lockdowns, you know, could be on the horizon again. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I don't think lockdowns are going to cause a lot of problems with the economy. You know, we're a resilient species. We've kind of figured out, and things have already kind of changed. You know, new businesses, different ways of handling businesses. We're not as panicked now. I mean, it still sucks, but we're not as panicked now. I wonder if Jewel will go on. Yeah. I don't even, what is, Jewel was like, it got over like $9 again, and it's down a little bit. I saw the Gen Zero heroes are starting to slide a little. I mean, it's still like $50,000 to buy a Gen Zero. All right, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, I was gonna start the morning off with a rap, but now that moment's kind of gone. Let's hop on over to the desktop, I guess. Actually, I'm working on. We'll try. Actually, let's take a quick look. So I was working on this other scene. Again, if I forget later on, and I don't know if you're. Oh, it works. Ah, check that out. That is freaking dope, guys. I didn't know if that chat was gonna work. Let's see how it's looking. And this, so it's a little, it doesn't have the early stuff, but it's got the newest stuff. Oh, and it doesn't last long. I wonder if there's a way to make that stay longer. Let me take a quick look. So again, if I forget, I hope y'all, you know, I don't know if y'all, if you all have a, yeah, high quality. I need that to last longer. So I don't know if y'all celebrate Thanksgiving. It's kind of a bittersweet holiday for me. I mean, I don't want to get too negative, but we're celebrating the fact that we basically came over here and just started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, connect the dots, right? But I'm thankful we get a 4-banger. I do not plan to live stream my normal times tomorrow on Friday. If you're in the States, enjoy your family. I might pop in, you know. Oh, by the way, look at that, 995 subscribers. 5 to go, baby. 5 to go. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I am kind of getting that vigor back, right? I'm kind of thinking like getting that 1,000, you know, it's making it strong, getting that 1,000. I might start doing, yeah, I say this, you know, I remember that I hated making normal videos. And I'm kind of maybe saving it for the new year, New Year's resolution, blah, 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 and all that BS. We're going to 10 likes in no time. Hell yeah, let's freaking go. So I might start doing like, yeah, I think about it, right? Like just whip out my iPhone and do little quick updates at the end of the day, or just doing little videos here and there. Really start trying to grow the channel in 2022. See where it takes us. Try maybe, you know, multi-stream on Twitch. Play a little DeFi Kingdoms over there. There's a lot of guild talk. Over there. I do have did I pin it? Did I post it? Did I pin it? Nah. Let me get that in the chat. I need to get the oh, whoops. I hate it when that happens. So I need to get the oh, you guys didn't even notice at that time because I have it on a certain window. Yeah, bro, I've been meaning to, man. It's tough though. I'm trying to get my health back in order. Decades of being sitting at a desk, being an engineer, eating poorly, not exercising enough, yaddy dotty. We like to potty. Man, look at this. I'm loving this. I need to fix this so it lasts longer though. Let me take a quick look. You guys got me all over the place. All right, which window? Oh, it's gonna be chat box. Let me take a quick look here. So I am excited this week. What's up, Trezor in the house? DMAC, OG DMAC. So I do plan this, this week. I got a stream deck. I want to hook that up and play with that. Like I want to get my mic settings back up. I might buy some new mics and shit. Buy some different lighting. I'm getting excited. Always show messages. Let's see. I think I can just do this. Let's see what that does. I want them to stay up. They're just popping off. Anyway, there's a lot. Oh, yeah. And then I need to... All right. Calm down, Tom. Calm the F down. Let us get this into the chizat. All right, so the Discord, I'm an engineer and it took me forever how to figure this out. I mean, I didn't really try. I keep making these links, these Discord links that it would expire after 7 days. Then all you guys would complain, oh, the Discord, it was my fault, guys. There's a way to make it permanent. So that's, excuse me, permanent link. Link to my validator. That's the real grind, man. That's going to be way harder than getting 1,000 subscribers. Getting a 4 milli staked Harmony 1. I don't have 4 million Harmony 1 lying around, so that's being a little tough. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. 5 subs to 1K, and then I can delete the channel. Goal achieved. I kid. I still get that like weirdness, though, man. I don't want to be famous, and I don't even at current rates, I don't want to be famous, but my biggest fear is, and it's probably eventually going to come, someone from my work finds a stream or, anyway. I am a network, system, cloud, and security. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Network, system, cloud, security. Dude, I've got all kinds of certification. That's what makes it tough, dude. You got to stay on top of that. You got to stay on top of things. It's always like, you're always studying, you're always learning. I'm supposed to be studying for a cloud test right now, and I between me and you guys, I haven't been doing it. And I've been working on the channel, been watching that crypto, been learning crypto, been learning about Cardano, what things we're going to talk about today, the Plutus application back in, why is Cardano dumping, why am I looking? You know what, let's just get right into it. Let's, man, we're going to have to pop back into the ugly screen for a bit because, I'm just starting to set this up. So this one ain't as pretty, but you know what's up. All right, let's take a quick look at the stock market. I have no idea. Well, I'm not logged in. So one sec. Let me get logged in. We're only going to spend about 30 seconds, guys. Only 30 seconds on the stock market. So if you're bailing, I don't even want to look at crypto. Isn't Bitcoin dumping? Why do they always got to ruin our holidays, man? You effing Wells. Kiss my ass. Why don't you let us have a holiday? Even in 2017, wasn't it like that during the bull run? It was kind of flat or ugly during Thanksgiving, and then it went crazy. Was it going good during Thanksgiving, but then it dumped on like December 17th, right? Yeah. Let's shit on a bunch of people's Christmas and New Year's, right? Let's dump it. Let's come on, man. Let us. You know what I'm saying? Let us have this. It's this very stressful time of year, and you got to do that to us, Let us have one, Let us. Ooh. I don't know if we want to look at the stock market. I don't know if we want to look at the old stock market. Pretty ugly. Tesla down 30. What's the NASDAQ doing? The NASDAQ's down, 154. Is that why Bitcoin is what Bitcoin? Ew, yikes. Maybe we shouldn't be even looking at the markets today. Let's just go play some DeFi Kingdoms. All right, let's make sure. I see you in 2 years' time greeting us with yeah, I'm the real Tom. Here's what you need to know about the cloud. It's when the price of Jewel is gonna be. Well, you didn't finish, Kurt. It's where? Oh, I get it. I didn't read it right. Yeah, man. There's two things I don't have enough of right now, and that's Cardano. I'm not even joking, guys. I don't have enough Cardano at these prices. And Jewel's going to the moon too. We've been talking about that a lot lately. I really like what they're doing. I'm trying to stack Jewels. I'm also trying. I'm getting a little nervous on the Jewel because I don't really talk about this, and I kind of want to smack you guys with a little bit of reality. You know what? That's it with the stock market. It's ugly over there. Let's take a quick look at. All right, so Biddy's getting ham-skied a little bit. Cardano, man, dude, $1.60 and still going. We're gonna talk about Cardano in a second. Real quick before I forget, keep in mind, dude, we're making a lot of money on DeFi Kingdoms and Jewel. I'm pretty sure I'm not a tax expert, but every time you summon Like if you're out there summoning, you're one of those, because us Gen Zeros, dude, we're making, you got to think about this, right? Think about it. Every time you summon, you're spending jewels. Well, you're not really spending jewels. You're trading jewels into an NFT. That is a taxable event. You are basically, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double whammy. So you're spending 60, 60 jewels, best case scenario ish. So like 500, 600 bucks, taxable event, capital gains. And it's almost like pure profit, right? Because you just been mining it. So it's like pure profit. You're buying an NFT. And then when you sell that NFT, that NFT you bought at like 500 or 600 bucks. But most people, a lot of times you're not even selling the NFT. You're just selling summons. So you're spending a taxable event, realized gain taxable event when you summon, and then you rent out summons. That's more taxable events. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm trying to because I've had a decent year realized gains wise. I've had a pretty good year capital gains wise. Yeah, I make good money as it is, so I'm hitting those like 32% probably tax brackets. So I'm kind of I'm right now I'm trying to be as chill as possible about any new realized gains until the beginning of the year. Brent in the house, how you doing, brother? All right. Market is down. Yeah, no worries. I'm not worried about it. Where you take profits in where you see take profits in jewels? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Is that a statement? I mean, you got 2 question marks there, DMAC. What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? All right, Biddy's at 56K, struggling. Biddy is at 56K, struggling. Ethereum's holding pretty strong. I'll tell you what, eGold. We'll take a look at eGold and the farm I got going on. Let's talk about what oh my goodness, guys. Look at this. All right, so here's the deal with Cardano. I legit want to buy, like I'm thinking about like extreme measures to buy some right now. And I'm going to hold myself back. I think I might even get paid today because typically I get paid on Friday and usually on Thanksgiving they'll pay it on the Wednesday. Dude, I'm probably going to buy some Cardano, especially if it gets to $1.50. There's a lot of FUD in Cardano right now, and it's kind of legit. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear in Cardano right now. So they got delisted from Etoro, and I think this is the recent big news that they're using to FUD it. You got to keep a few. If you're long and strong Cardano, I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little, because there's things that could line up, right? So let's get the facts going. All right, Trezor, we're talking about that. Trezor is asking, why are they FUDing? Where do you aim to? Problem is because you're summoning. Because every time you summon, you're taking profits on jewel, whether you realize it or not. So, and I'm stacking a bunch of jewels. With what jewels going on? Jewels, kind of this new, my favorite new asset that I plan to continue to accumulate as much as possible. And I was thinking about this yesterday. Hell, I don't know, maybe even this morning. The team is really smart about what they're doing. So when they go to the next chain, you have to single stake jewel to get the power token that you can use to buy the Gen Zero on the new chain. And that's going to be the jewel in the new chain. And they're going to continue to expand. So what I see happening is they're going to be smart, and they're going to figure out ways when they go to that third chain. You're going to need jewel, and you're going to need this new power token. You're probably going to need it in pools or vice. I don't know. They're going to be, so they're, these tokens. A lot of problems with these farms is, you farm these farmhouse tokens. What utility do they really have? Well, man, DeFi Kingdoms has got crazy utility, because these power tokens, you can use them to actually play the game. They got items coming. So I really see this one being like crazy. Don't even think. Yeah, I remember checking out all right, so wait, both on ETH for now. Nothing works on Zigzag yet. Just create your test account and click. What are you talking about, Bren? What did I miss? What did I freaking miss? Trade.zigzag.exchange. Brian, you're talking What is zigzag? Oh, your link got blocked. I don't even see a link. Try posting it again. Alpha drops. I want some alpha drops. Post it. Are you in the Discord? Yeah, no problem. Are you in the Discord? Post it. Post it in the shill zone on the Discord, and I'll copy it over here. I don't know how to like. I'm not a. You think a network system engineer and all this stuff would know how to make a chat work? Jewel, ultrasound money. You got that right. All right, so Cardano. Here's the thing. Cardano got delisted from eToro in the United States only because of regulatory concerns. This is causing a lot of FUD. To be quite honest, all right, so Charles did an AMA, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, eToro is delisted. Yeah, so I was getting, Kurt is 100% right. So they're both non-events for the most part. 88, ADA got listed. Well, here's the problem. ADA got listed on Bitstamp too, and I think that makes it really easy to kind of leverage trade Cardano, if you correct me if I'm wrong. So that just kind of probably isn't really helping the price of ADA in China. I don't know, we're moving from Denmark to China. But when there's fear out there, the whales are gonna push it down and squeeze it down so they can gobble it back up. So if it's on Bitstamp, my guess is you can 5x short it now, 10x, 20x, whatever you can do over on Bitstamp. I'm also showing one project in the, oh yeah, let me guess. Egg tart. We got, guys, go get some money into egg tart so Kresma doesn't lose his 40 bucks. All right, let's general. Let's see what we got. Alpha airdrop plays. Trade.zigzag exchange. All right, influence. Let's get the trade. All right, let's pull these up real quick. You guys are killing me. Killing me. Did I even copy that? Nope. All right, let's see. Trade.zigzag. What is trade? Is this an ETH play? Is this an ETH exchange? Man, ETH's too expensive for us over here. We're freaking. Oh, this is. So is this a place where you can kind of like DYDX or whatever, where you can decentralized go long and short? Can you leverage trade? Layer 2 play. Layer 2 play. Let me get these out there. So what are you doing on here, Bren? What are you doing, bro? What do we got going on? Is this ETH? Oh, it's a game. Influence is a play to earn. Ooh, space strategy MMO. Check this out. I was looking at. I don't know if Retro's out there, but I was looking at, what was Tita? That one looks pretty interesting too. My problem is I'm not I'm not even gonna have enough time to play freaking DeFi Kingdoms at this time. I'm not even getting into all my quests right now. That's too much work to. I'm not the kind of guy that wakes up in the first, well, you know, within a little bit, but my wife has ETH. I'm too poor to be. All right, so I don't join our mail. Yeah, I don't know. So we gotta. It's not on ETH most likely. Yeah, no, this is interesting. I'll check this out. If anyone else wants to check it, play, let's see. Wiki. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of gaming plays out there. My plan right now with this stuff is I'm not trying to FOMO. This is like high risk stuff. This is if you want to like Tita and Crabata and all this other stuff. Man, I don't have a problem with like throwing, you know, and this is just my trading stuff. You want to throw a little coin at it, you could get, you know, it's kind of like gambling on penny stocks, whatever. You're probably going to get some pumps. The problem is these pumps and dumps could be very hard to trade. It's hard to know when to take profits. It's hard to know when to take it off. And we don't know what's going to happen with the overall market because these are a lot riskier. These could really pump. There could be liquidity issues. They might pump to the moon And you might not even, liquidity is king, guys. If there's no real liquidity, and it doesn't matter, it's kind of like a penny stock. Liquidity, a penny stock could pump, but you won't even be able to get out because there won't be any buyers. So there's a lot of these problems here. I'm looking, I'll get into plays. I got my Decentraland. Sandbox is off to the freaking races. I wanted to get some of that. I never got some. But I think there's going to be an opportunity to get back, for those to pull back. There's a lot of other things that come with gaming plays. You're going to want to watch their adoption, their active users and things like that. So don't get me wrong, this looks really cool. But, I mean, these could just be some really cool pictures, and then it's just some stupid card game, right? Like Axie Infinity. Or maybe there's games that are going to come that are going to be next level, for sure. Like really high-res graphics. Space Misfits is coming to Harmony 1. That one looks pretty cool, but it still looks kind of, not, and I've mentioned this before. For example, Rust. Rust is a pretty hardcore game, but the graphics on that game were freaking unreal. So you get a game like Rust or some of these other really cool it's all coming. And I kind of joke around, even like DeFi Kingdoms. It's kind of like playing a game, an HTML game back in the 90s. So we'll have to see how it all works out. Airdrop. So which one's doing the airdrop? Which one's doing the airdrop? And what do you have to do? Oh, both? What do you have to do? Like, do you just have to trade on them? Like, how do you get that? I'm down for an airdrop. Excuse me. Don't forget though, airdrops are taxable events too. You gotta you don't want to go 5 years down the road and then you get penalized because that blockchain, man, it's all on the blockchain. All right, so Cardano did get delisted from eToro. Who asked, right? No one uses eToro in the United States. I think they're a little bit bigger over in Europe because you can trade stocks and stuff over there. Ain't no one worried about eToro. And Charles kind of said it too. It's all about, you're gonna some are gonna come, some are gonna go. Who knows if eToro is even gonna last? Honestly. There in regulatory concerns, Charles talked about this too. Cardano about a month ago or so recently got listed in Japan. Japan is probably the toughest regulatory body in the world, and then maybe the United States next, or who knows, there's probably a few others. Like, I guess technically you could say China and India, because now India is talking about banning. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm I'm getting there. NFT and yield farm. I mean, that's the beauty. Even in a bear market, we'll be able to yield farm and continue to make money, and that'll be some of the best times to yield farm. So I can only guess eToro is worried about this whole KYC bill, right? You know how like validators are gonna have to KYC everyone, and because they have a staking pool, and it's probably, I mean, honestly, who cares? I don't know. No one is worried about eToro, but here's the problem. So many YouTubers are still getting this wrong. They're still getting this wrong. I kind of understand it, but it still annoys me. Let me the quickest way to probably get there is going to be, go to Sunday Swap, and we're going to look at the recent announcement. So this was the big announcement right here. So we're going to go to the Super Scooper model. And I did do a video, and I even said it. I even discussed this it was like the next day, and we went through this. And I get it, man. There is a lot in here. It's over most people's heads, especially on YouTube. There's some stuff in there. It's a little. I reread it, and I understand it more and more. But there's a few things that I don't need to be an expert on the model. But they go over all the different models, and I want to point out some key points as we go down this too. So they go over all the different models, and there's a few problems with Cardano. One, all right, so Ethereum just has smart contracts, and it uses a basic accounting model. Cardano uses an extended version of Bitcoin's UTXO model with smart contracts. So they use the best of both worlds. It's a bit different technology. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Recently, Cardano had a big run because they released. I'm just giving you all the facts, right? In my opinion, I think Cardano is going to have a crazy moonshot. I want to buy some more, and I'm going to, we've discussed this recently too. Why? Looking at what AVAX has done, all these other coins, eGold, you name them. Once that TVL started coming in, it went to the freaking moon. Cardano's problem really comes down to a few things. Everyone assumed, and I didn't. I'll tell you right now, I'm a very honest person. I didn't assume this. I was asking, like, does the release of smart contracts mean, like, how soon, when are the DEXs coming? But everyone assumed once the smart contracts were released, it was game on in Cardano. So there was a lot of FOMO and a lot of people getting into it, and Cardano went up to like $3 plus. The problem is Cardano maybe could have done a little bit better, telling people no, and I think they did. It's just people didn't listen or they didn't fully understand. But smart contracts was just like a big milestone. So now they're working on the Plutus application back in. So what the Plutus application back in is it allows you to interact with the wallet. It allows the Sunday swaps to interact with their decentralized app and the wallet and the smart contract to make that all work together. When we go to DeFi Kingdoms and we're like, buy this LP or stake this LP or claim, that is the decentralized app, the D app on Jewel, the Web3 D app, interacting with MetaMask, interacting with Harmony One, and interacting with the smart contract. So we're in the final stages of that happening with Cardano, getting the Plutus application back in. So the expectations were the Plutus application back in would come out in November. So this isn't helping the price of Cardano in China either. Sunday-ish, Charles is like, it's looking like December, January. And this is the problem with technology, guys. You got to remember, this is bleeding edge technology. In technology in general, you work on these things. You kind of have ideas when it's going to come out, but bugs happen. And I'd much rather them get this all straightened out instead of like sending it out, like it'd be a big exploit, right? That would be critically bad for Cardano. So this is just the kind of thing you're going to have to be patient. It's going to work out. So Plutus application backend is going to come out. These DEXs are going to start coming online. And the TVL is going to come flooding in. And when that TVL comes flooding in, Cardano, and that's not financial advice, it's my Cardano is going to the freaking moon. And I want more Cardano. Is there a little bit of worry? Of course, there's some things that can go wrong. It could continue to get delayed. And it could continue to get delayed, and then the bear market comes. Or it could come out and there's a problem. These are legitimate risks. There is legitimate fear. I'm just telling you why it's happening. And really, there's just a little extra FUD right now with the whole E-Torro non-event that's helped pushing that down. It doesn't help the Plutus application back in is getting pushed back. I've already discussed the fact that about 70% of Cardano is staked. And we are die hard. We're not giving up our Cardano type people. So we're staking that. We're leaving that staked. We're not pulling it out. I'm not even have any plans to pull that out to yield farm. Now, I might change my mind a little bit as we get into next year and it becomes long-term capital gains, and it might make more sense to do a little bit of that. So, but because 70% of it's staked, there's a lot lower float. And when there's a lot fewer tokens out there, that's going to increase the volatility. Whales are going to have an easier chance to take advantage of this FUD. That's really all it is it's whales taking advantage of the FUD and people getting they're, negative. Some short-term holders on Cardano are getting negative. I was watching my boy Jordan yesterday, Jordan Cameron. If you've never watched him, I love him. He is funny as hell. Some dude was in their chat like, is there any real reason to hold Cardano? And you're starting to see that sentiment, right? And these are, people just don't get it, right? They don't understand what's going on. They're just in it for the short term. They don't do the DYR. They don't know what Plutus application back in is. They don't know what Ouroboros is. They don't know what Hydra is. They don't know what EUTXO is. They don't know what Sunday Swap is. They don't know the model Sunday Swap is using and how they're doing. So here are the facts. Plutus application backend is coming soon, and I think Cardano is going to go to the moon. They did I'm very impressed with this team, and they went through a bunch, of testing, and they came up with their model. Their model is like 200-ish. The testing they did was around 200% faster than the Uniswap version 3 router. So already, and this is without Hydra. And Hydra scaling is a high priority for Cardano too. Again, in my opinion, I think it's going to be an extended bull run. I think this is going to be a continued opportunity. And I think Cardano is one of the best plays on the board. Hands down, blue chip is going to do really well. You could stake it. You can earn 5%. I want to buy more because I want more to yield farm with. I think the yield farming opportunities when this comes out is going to be Sunday swap delicious. Lots of opportunity. So the last note I will say about this, other than the fact, like, if it continues to go down, I'm going to find a way to buy some. But the main thing, the last main thing I want to point out, I pointed this out the first video I discussed this. I pointed it out yesterday, and I want to drive it home again. I'm really frustrated, and even with some really big, I'm George, we're all George type, and I'm nail on the head, right? A lot of big YouTubers keep saying, oh, Sunday Swap said they would be out in I'm hearing these exact words. Sunday Swap said they would launch in 2 weeks. And that's not hurt. That's hurting the price of Cardano. Sunday Swap said they would launch in 2 weeks. Now, I can kind of get the confusion, but I saw this the second I read it. In a few short weeks, first of all, not even 2 weeks. So few typically means 3 weeks. It can, again, this technology, it could be delayed. It could come sooner, it could come later. But at the end of the day, if you've done your research on Cardano, you know Sunday Swap is not launching until Plutus application backend comes. So if you've done your research, you know this liquid finance, even the liquid finance bro said, man, people have no idea what's coming to Cardano the second PAB comes out, right? And I'm very much looking forward to liquid finance. That's, Tranquil, Aave, etc. Of the things we're using right now. In a few short weeks, we'll be ready to show off what we've been building. We'll be ready to show off. It doesn't say we'll be ready to launch. Nowhere in that does it say they're launching. They'll be ready to show off what they've been building. And they've actually already started doing that, because in this article, they talk about partnering with 30 pool operators. So they've got the 30 pool operators. I've actually moved my Cardano to, my boy Benjamin's into the Cryptoverse pool too, because I think there's some airdrops. I'm not 100% sure on this. And this is how this whole scooper model works. It works with pool operators, and there's voting, and there's DAOs and all this stuff. Again, this is already 200%, roughly 200% faster than Uniswap version 3 with the testing they have done. And their back of the napkin math has it going multiple times faster. And this is without Hydra. So in my opinion, if they can, in Cardano, like Charles has been a little bit rambunctious, and he said a few things, I think there'll be 10,000 DApps in a year, or some crazy statement. He's just a little exuberant, right? But at the end of the day, they're pretty consistent by saying this is our plans and this is how we're going to roll it out. And then there might be some delays in it, but it's been coming. This, the Goguen, the smart contracts, this and that. And we're almost at the finish line, guys. We're almost at the finish line. This is, in my opinion, not financial advice, a great opportunity to buy some Cardano if you haven't yet. Now, as most of you are yield farm, I can't wait to catch up on that. I see it scrolling. I have no idea what's being said. As yield farmers, especially I know a lot of you have seen what is happening to your yield stack as this TVL comes in. If Cardano pulls off, while we're still in this run, what do you really think is going to, just use your head, guys. Use your head. This is why I think I'm not looking to FOMO. excuse me, I'm not looking to FOMO into Avalanche right now or eGold right now or Solana right now. These things are clocking all-time highs and near all-time highs, man. The bridge is already like, that choo-choo train has already left the tracks. Cardano is giving you a beautiful opportunity. And as much as I look at all these other smart chains and do my own research as an engineer that understands a lot of what's going on the back end, I keep coming back to Cardano, and I'm just like, man, this is an amazing blockchain. I think this has the best chance out there. I think this has some of the best, like SpaceX has the best engineers on the planet. I think Cardano has some of the best engineers on the planet, the best programmers. A lot of what, and I'm not throwing shade on like Harmony One or what. I love me some Harmony One, and there's a lot of similarities over there. I bet on Tesla because of that. I bet on Tesla because of the leader. I bet on Cardano because of Dr. Charles Hoskinson, PhD in pimping, hustling, and dope dealing. I saw some Costco over there. I can't wait to see what's going on at Costco. So in my opinion, PAB's coming out soon. You just got to be patient. I'm accumulating. Most of my Cardano stacked is earning me free Cardano. I'm still earning like, I have a lot of money in there. So bragging that I'm making, now I'm probably only making like, let's take a look. I mean, 200, oh my goodness, with this. Oy. All right, this is just not working out for me, is it? All right, I was going to take a look at my portfolio, how much money I was making per month with my Cardano. It's probably around like $500 or $600 a month now because Cardano's come down. It's in Cardano, right? So I'm earning like around 300 free Cardano a month. I think Cardano's going to $10, $20, $30 over the next 3. So eventually Cardano, I'm going to be like set just off my Cardano, and that's just different diversities that I'm building. Long story short, I think Cardano is an amazing buy right now. It's already like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, everything's rebounding a little bit. I'm not gonna lie that Cardano didn't keep going down to like $1.50. I think $1.50, I probably would have got on Craigslist and listed my kidney. I'm not even lying. There still might be an opportunity for it. This might be just a little tiny dead cat bounce. But at $1.50, I was probably taking more loans out. I don't want to do that either because everyone expects this Bitcoin market. Everyone expects Bitcoin to go to 100,000 by the end of the year. I mean, Plan B is looking like that shit ain't happening, right? The 98,000 by the end, unless we have one hell of a next week. Now it might be delayed, and I'm good with that. As much as it sucks, I'm good with that delay. Again, I don't hit long-term capital gains on most of my positions till the end of January, beginning of February, and I do not want to get stuck in this because I owe some taxes. I'm gonna owe a lot of money in taxes, and I do not want to be put in a position where I have to liquidate some of my cryptocurrency if the market crashes. There is a situation where the market could crash. I have money on loan on Anchor. I have money on loan on Tranquil. I'm going to have to deal with that freaking headache. And I'm going to have to come up with like 20, 30, 40, 50 racks of freaking, like 50. I have no idea. I paid a lot of money in taxes last year, and I'm pretty sure I owe more this year. And all my money's in crypto. So if we get into the new year and I haven't taken profits yet and it crashes and I have to pay these taxes, I don't want to liquidate 50,000 or even, 50,000. What if it's at 50 cents and you know what I'm saying? Do I have to liquidate? I am really trying to protect myself against that. And I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, that's my rant on Cardano. I'm going to continue to beat the Cardano drum. Cardano and Harmony One and Polkadot and Ethereum are hands down my favorite chains. And it's in that order. Cardano, Harmony. I mean, Ethereum is just like, you can't fade Ethereum, right? Ethereum is as blue chip as it gets. And I think Polkadot is going to have a tremendous future too. Again, it all comes down to the technology and the leaders. Dr. Steven, is it Sai? I don't know how you say his last name. Dr. Steven, we'll just call him Dr. Steph. Dr. Steph is an amazing guy. Great career, very smart. An actual PhD in cryptography. Worked on Retro. I finished. If you're, I know you listen, or you'll probably hear this. I finished the $1 Billion Code. Freaking amazing show. Thank you for recommending that. It's about Google stealing Google Earth. Dr. Steven Tsai was part of that theft, I guess. I mean, probably unknowingly, but. All right, let's catch up with the chat. We can do a little DeFi Kingdoms. I don't know. We can talk about whatever you want, man. Let's talk whatever you guys want. Let me catch up with the chat, and then I'll move it over to the cool screen because it'll probably disappear on us once I do that. All right, so clearly they should have run their own validator node. No lockup period makes it better than something than Binance and Harmony. Yeah, that's interesting. That maybe they should throw. That would make it too centralized, right? Too centralized. All eggs in one basket. I don't think it's. I don't know. It might be better that they're leaving it up to the community and community involvement and more pride, right? More pride. That's pretty smart. Pretty smart brand pride. These. Well, I mean, a lot of them are doing it because it probably increases the amount of Cardano that they have staked and the amount of money that they'll make and etc. And that's the thing, dude, guys, you forget. Cardano is doing a lot of really smart things that I didn't even touch on. Identity management. Most of you don't understand what true identity management really is and how big of a future there is with that. For example, you go to a lot of websites, I think even TradingView will let you do that, where like it wants you to create an account, but they don't want to deal with your identity management. So they'll say, go ahead and log into Google. So Google will handle your identity management. And what you're doing is giving Google more data, and that data is probably getting passed along to TradingView for free or whatever, right? I don't know all the particulars, but Cardano is really big into this. The blockchain, your identity is going to be your wallet, right? And things like that. So there's going to be a lot of trade-offs with that. And one of that is that you're going to be able to protect your data a lot better. Cardano knows this. Charles knows this, and that's a big deal. And that's one of the things that's happening in Africa already, identity management and schools and governments and all that. So that's going to be a big thing. And then another thing that is flying under the radar, it's old news, and no one's really, everyone's focused on the fact that there's supposedly a concurrency issue, smart contracts, so these two things are piling up. Misinformation and understanding about why there's no DEXs, and this whole one concurrency issue. So there's a lot of FUD people thinking Cardano is broke and it's not going to work because of these two things. Dude, that's going to change quick. Cardano, the other two big things I will say is Cardano, the App Store. They're building an App Store. I think that's going to be amazing for adoption. And the other thing, what was it? The App Store. Dejed, the algorithmic stablecoin. Go take a look at Luna and UST. The reason Luna is in the top 20 is because their algorithmic stablecoin and how bonded Luna works. Hi, do you think reverse is? Yeah, dude, I love reverse. I think I like WAGMI a little bit better. We're gonna take a look at some. We're gonna pop on over to Harmony One in a second. IRS. Let's see. Speaking of Harmony, creators such as was appointed to serve the University of Wyoming blockchain and digital. I did not know that. I don't know what Tom gonna leave Costco and go right to the black market to. Yeah, guys, I legit have, and I already have a ton of Cardano. I have a ton, and it's hurting me a little bit. The interesting thing is let me see if I can figure this out. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The interesting thing is during the crash in May, like May Day. And Harmony One has a big part of why this is the case, but my portfolio was at, like $692,000. And then I've talked about this a few times is this right here? So my portfolio was at like $692,000. And within a 36-hour period, I'd lost $200,000 or $300,000. And then it kind of bounced up and around. This is the weekly, right? So it happened pretty quick, and it would kind of bounce, and it was very volatile. It was, oh, and this is on log, so that's not going to really help show what it was really like. So right here, and let's pop this over to the daily. A long story short, my portfolio right now is a little bit high, and stuff's not even at all-time highs. Bitcoin's not at all-time highs. Bitcoin's actually lower than it was in May. Ethereum's a little bit higher, and I own a little of Ethereum, so that's helping out quite a bit too. But Ethereum's not, and these things don't all, your portfolio doesn't, everything doesn't hit all-time highs at the same point. So my portfolio now is down about 150,000 from its recent local high, but it's still above what it was in May. So it's been a long ride to basically be where I was in May, and that's cryptocurrency for you. You know, I've been doing these millionaire titles. Uh-oh, the heater's coming on. I don't want that to happen. All right, so I've been doing these millionaire titles to come up to this, eventually come to a stream that's like the truth about becoming a millionaire in crypto. Dude, it ain't. It's really freaking, and there's a lot of things you got to do, or you got to get dog-ass lucky. And most people go for the dog-ass lucky, and most of you are going to fail. For example, you'll own all your money into Shiba Inu after the choo-choo train's already left the tracks, and etc. I put $250,000-ish into the cryptocurrency market in January. It's been 11 months. I am still not a crypto millionaire. I got nothing to complain about. I just want you guys to understand all these all these titles, they drive me insane. This is making millionaires. This is 50x. This is 100x. This is 1000x. Even like a lot of the stock guys I used to watch, you know, don't get me wrong, I love me some Stock Mo, my financial friend, right? I have nothing against these guys, but everyone's doing the 20, 50, 100x. Dude, that, like the 20, 50, and 100x's on all these coins they're talking about, you know, pretty much that party's over. More likely you're going to see a half x into a bear market. And that 50x might come in if that, especially a game. If that game takes off, maybe, right? But I'm just telling you to temper your expectations. I think Nigel asked me, you asked me what kind of engineer I was. Hopefully I answered that for you, but system, cloud, networking, all that stuff. Reverse finally removing the farm, so price, okay, I didn't even know that. Let's pop on over to my cool little nifty jingle bells, jingle smash. Like, you know, I got to get me an auto tune. I'm going to work on some stuff on the stream. Like I said, I might get me some mics, get my stream deck going, play around with that. Maybe get a little auto tune. I'm going to turn this into a music channel. All right, let's pop on over to the Harmony One ecosystem. Let's see. How are we doing? Let's do a refresh. We were 5 away. Maybe it went down. Maybe we're down to like 994. Maybe it went up. Maybe we hit that 1K. 995 to go, baby. Is it going to happen this Thanksgiving weekend? Maybe. All right. So reverse. Reverse is the question right now. We're going to go around the old Harmony One ecosystem. I don't know. I don't think. Oh yeah, reverse is on here. Why does that still say beta? Didn't they change that? So I didn't know. Rex in the house. How you doing, brother? Oh, do not make me. You guys can't see it. I'm really liking this. I'm gonna have to figure out some different themes to play with going into the new year. Obviously, I can't do Christmas. I mean, you can do the Christmas theme maybe until New Year's, right? And then it starts getting a little weird. I don't want it to get weird in here. But I'll be looking forward to bringing the Christmas theme back next year. That's for sure. All right, I'm just getting logged into my MetaMask right now. You can't see that because it's focused on the browser. Here we go. So they're removing the pools. It was mentioned, reverse finally removing the pools. I've been I really don't understand why the price has been going down. I mentioned this yesterday. I think they show it somewhere on here. Or maybe it would, I think it's on this tab. because they show the strategies they're using. The idea is they take the treasury and they put it into different strategies. I thought it was on here. Is it? Oh, details. Yeah. So this is where they're putting the treasury. They're putting. There's 8,500. There's 8,000 in the treasury. 437,000. So the strategies, they got 112,000 in Sushi Swap, making 138%. They got 400,000 in Mirror Spectrum. I don't know what Spectrum is, but they're doing probably one of those Delta Nutra strategies where you, because they're staking 372,000 in Anchor, earning 20%. When you do that, you get AUST. You can take that AUST over to Mirror and go long, whatever. I'm assuming they're going long Spectrum, but then you take other money and then you short it, and it all turns out being delta neutral. They got 100,000 in Ethereum. I don't know why they're doing it where they're not earning it APY. Like, I would like to ask that. Like, why aren't you taking that 100K Ethereum and bonding it, or putting it in Lido and then sending that over to Terra Luna, send that over to Anchor and providing it, you know what I'm saying? So someone needs to talk to him over there on that. All right, let's see. Reverse, good morning. Oh, good. Mike Blunt in the house. How you doing, brother? How are you doing? Got here just in, yeah, you did, brother. Yeah, you did. Unlike other own forks, Reverse has a farm that encourages people to just farm and dump. I promoted Eden on Twitter. Yeah, bro. You gotta live and learn. Live and learn. And if anyone followed you, they'll live and learn. I mean, there were a lot of warning signs on Eden, and my boy Trezor and his egg tart. I mean, go look at the liquidity. It can make a comeback, though. Let's take a look at what's going on with Eden. I mean, they didn't rug pull or anything, right? People. It's not your fault. People need to do their own research and understand yield farming, right? And I've done videos on like on Piggy Swap saying, but I would preface it. I would always say, man, this is very degen, right? People don't hear that when they lose their money. All they hear is, oh, you told me to do this. And I'll reiterate over and over, I ain't telling you to do shit. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And I've made some money. I've made more money than I made, and then I lost. I have exactly. Yeah, so you gotta really pay attention. The thing I'll really look at right off the bat, and this is why I didn't pour Trezor. This is why I didn't. He's only got $40 in it though. So the reason I didn't like Egg Tart is because their liquidity was $100 and some thousand, dude. Like it might have even been less. Oh yeah, way less. $30,000. No, thank you, bro. No. Now here's the deal. Trezor threw $40 at it. Maybe this takes off. If this takes off, that $40, and there's nothing wrong with like throwing $40 at something, right? And if it takes, I threw a couple $100 in, or I threw 70. Well, I threw more, but I only got $75 in Reverse, and that's already up pretty well, even with Reverse doing what it's doing. Let's take a look at what this one was. I didn't really understand this project, and I didn't put a lot of effort into it. It didn't, like, to me, this whole thing was just kind of weird to me, to be quite honest. I mean, I trust Rex, and I wished him all the best on this, but I think that there was a liquidity thing over here too, or they didn't have a lot of liquidity. I didn't understand their NFT, things like that. Now, I will say, it doesn't mean that the party's over. And the good news is if you've had a really good year already and you made gains, just take the loss, right? Just take the loss. Everyone needs to understand what degen yield farming is. And right now, almost everything on Harmony One is degen yield farming. And I think most people get that if you're promoting it on Twitter, right? Like, and the people that don't get it, they're going to have to learn sooner or later. Everyone learns. I learned the hard way, and and I learned quick. I learned with Coin. Here's the thing, or I say Coin, the coin. It was Piggy Swap. Let's see how they're doing. I pulled out at $1,000-ish loss. I didn't even sweat it, man. I did videos, and I was just like, I'd feel bad if anyone got into coin because of me, but I 1,000,000% no. I said, do not get into this unless. And people, again, people won't hear that. They won't hear like, oh, you can lose your money. All they hear is, this dude liked it. He gambled on it. Let's freaking go. I do have a great track record. If I would have stayed in, I wouldn't have lost money. I'd still be up, and I'd probably have a ton of coin. Their TVL is tanking again because it was back on the rise. I have nothing against Coink. It's a silly exchange, right? Personally, I don't think it's going to last. I don't know that they have legs, but they could prove me wrong. They've already lasted longer than I thought they would. But for me, the DeFi Kingdoms, man, that's where I saw the opportunity, and that's DeFi Kingdoms and Cardano. That's the only thing I'm thinking about right now is DeFi Kingdoms and Cardano. How can I get more Jewel and how can I get more Cardano? Because I'm, and Harmony One, right? Although my Harmony One bag's pretty good. Yeah, I'm sure you did, Rex. I'm sure but bro, like you're a millionaire in DeFi Kingdoms. Again, look, dude, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hopefully, again, tax loss harvesting, dude. I mean, there's it's an opportunity so you won't have to pay as much taxes, I guess. And if you lost more than you can afford to lose, I feel really bad. Again, I've done it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, guys, a lot, and it's recently, and I'm trying to avoid making it one final last hurrah. YouTuber loses $1 million because he was an effing idiot. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, a lot. I have lost a hell of a lot of money in the stock market doing really dumb shit. And that's one of the things I want to do on this channel, just kind of give you, good guidance. I will say it over and over and over and over again. And I pretty much said it, like, you got to be really careful with things like this. Really careful. You got to be really careful. Even with the stuff we love right now, guys. Please listen to what I'm saying right now. Even with the stuff we love, like we all going to make it. We love us some WAGMI over here. We love, this can go to zero. It's not even on VFAT, but we're talking about Euphoria. Euphoria can go to freaking zero, and it can happen quick, right? If you've got too much money in WAGMA, if you got too much FOMO in WAGMI, and you got too much money, it could go to zero fast. They could rug pull. They could get exploited. Do not put, and it's tough. Like, I'm getting there with DeFi Kingdoms. I'm starting to put too much FOMO and money into it. At DeFi Kingdoms, like it's at a point now where it would start to really hurt if this market crashes. You know what I'm saying? Or it don't work out for DeFi Kingdoms. So I'm really starting to, I'm trying to pull back them reins as much as I want to FOMO more into it. So, yeah. Yeah, but you're up overall. So I'm pretty sure you're up overall, especially with DeFi Kingdoms. Live and learn. Again, I have lost, blown out 2, 3, 4 stock accounts, like YOLOing like Bren into long calls and long puts. YOLOing into a futures account where I'm YOLOing into. Are you kidding me? Like, this story is probably over most of your heads, but I'm YOLOing like 7, 8, 9, 10 mini or ES contracts with, at the time, like notional values of probably like 50, 60, with $2,000. That's what the leverage is like. Blew that, and it's not like I could. I could afford it. Obviously, I made it. It was some tough times. There was one time, I don't know, 2016, 2017, I had built a stack of like $20,000, $30,000 in my stock account. I YOLO'd it all into this storage play, these storage SAN devices that I'm pretty like borderline expert at installing and deploying, and I love them, and they're great technology. But they had one bad earnings, and then HPE FUD. But next thing you know, I've done it over and over. So I'll tell you the mistakes I made, and I'll help you try and make. And that's the thing. It's tough. It's tough because sometimes I'll say, and I'll say this a million times, and Brand can continue to disagree with me. It is a very bad strategy to buy calls and buy puts. In my opinion, you are eventually no longer going to be king of the world. Even if you're you're gonna be one of the one percenters if you can make a living buying call, if you can legit make a living buying calls and options, you are gonna be a one percenter, and eventually you're gonna. I think eventually you're gonna figure that out. I think eventually you're gonna. And not that I love you, Brand. So if you're still around, I'm not. I've been there, dog. I've been there. I've been there. My first option play, I made a killing. Worst thing that could ever happen to me. One of my first penny stocks, I made a killing. One of the worst things that could ever happen to me. Blew all that money. Lost it all. Lost it all. All right, let's see. Let's catch up. Do I say the words? Let's wrap this up. I got to remember to use that. We're not wrapping it up yet. I want to catch up with the chat, but actually, let me catch it real quick. Let's see. They're doing the Tamagotchi. Yeah. I could be wrong. And that's the thing. I hate saying, like, man, don't buy puts, because he made money on him, right? And if he almost listened to me, and he would have been mad. Oh, Tom told me not to buy him, and all I'm saying is long term, I don't think that's gonna. And that's just my trading style. Sometimes people are gonna vibe with me, and sometimes people are gonna part ways. I'm always gonna be 100 with you, right? I'm always gonna be 100 with you. Fuzz is my jam. Yeah, I love me some fuzz. I can't. The online gambling is gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be huge. You know, we look at Tastyworks all the time. That's a platform that I use to trade stocks, options, futures. They got the small exchange, mini futures. It is a very good platform, and we'll be getting back to that at some point, where that'll probably, and we'll probably see some people part some ways, right? The things are going to happen, like unfortunately, people in this chat are going to get wrecked in crypto, and I've been there. I've been wrecked in stocks. Now I no longer want to watch anything to do with stocks because I'm disgusted. So I already know people are going to come and go because they're going to get wrecked in crypto, or they're just tired of watching crypto, or, oh no, he's talking about, I don't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? So that's all coming for sure. Fuzz is my jam. I'm about to go heavy into it and keeps giving. I'm not giving. I know you're kidding. All right, to put it in, I had 2 million fuzz. Ooh, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, aren't you? Oh, I don't want to dox you too much. Oh my goodness, dude! Baller, shot caller. Yeah, bro. You gotta watch your size on these. I get it though. You gotta watch your size on these DGen yield farms. And this is even like DeFi Kingdoms. It's still borderline, guys. It's not really. I would consider DeFi Kingdoms a blue chip, but this yield farming, man, it's all high risk, and I know what it's like because I've made a lot of money in DeFi Kingdoms, and it's real easy to get greedy and get that urge to continue. But if you size, the thing I'm getting at is watch your size. Your size can go up fast, but it can also go down fast. Size is everything. Liquidity is king, and size is everything. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I feel bad. I feel bad for my boy Rex, but I'm pretty sure he's up overall. Pretty sure he's up overall. If he's not, he's sitting on enough money that it'll be a nice learning lesson. Again, I hate to hear it, but if you don't watch your size, it's going to happen to you, and it could still happen to me. That's the problem, guys. That is the problem. It is easy to make mistakes and get wrecked. To the best of us, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get wrecked, whether it's small, whether it's big. Live from it. Learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it, and just try not to make those mistakes. Try to stay sharp. Try and stay on your game. Again, watch your size. Watch your size. My size is still proportionally pretty good when it comes to yield farming. It's not getting too crazy, but it's getting close. It's getting close. And like I said, there are some scenarios that can make it really ugly for me, and it still kind of keeps me awake at night. Like, I want to be able to pay my taxes. I don't want to have to liquidate any crypto if the end of the year comes and then the market crashes and then I have to liquidate to pay taxes. So, and then I'm trying to optimize, the short term, the long term, because that can be a huge difference on the amount of money that I get to keep. It is all very, very brutal when you factor all these things in. Again, I try and look at all the different angles. And then just in general, man, it is tough. These crypto markets are tough. Yeah, your girlfriend. Keep her, Kurt. If she tells you that, keep her. All right, let's pop on to. I think let's wrap this up. Let's do this. Let's see how this works. I mean, once I go to the screen, I got to commit, right? All right, everyone. I do not play. Like I said, I'm not doing the normal times the next couple days. If you don't, I'm not even sure when it happens in Canada. I know it's around the same time. I don't know if it's the exact same time. You know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have a great couple days. If you do celebrate it, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Really enjoy it. I might do some pop-up live streams and just hang out and whatever. Probably nothing tomorrow. Maybe something Friday or over the weekend. We'll have to see. Like I said, really enjoy your holidays, and I will definitely be back Monday, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square. Love you all, and deuces.